mentioned, this is something new that we're doing. We're going to talk to local business owners and leaders in the community. We're going to talk to them so you can get to know them. Our first guest today is Stacey Krauss with Coastal Massage Therapies LLC. Tell us a little bit about what you do.
I'm Stacey. My business partner, Guadalupe, could not be with me today. She's taking care of a family matter, so we miss you, Guadalupe. But we are co-owners of Coastal Massage Therapies. We are located in Foley. It's in the Landmark building, which is 316 South McKenzie Street. It's at the corner of 59 and Verbena.
Awesome.
Yes.
Okay.
So we opened up about a year ago. So still fairly new.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, new business. There's a lot of new businesses around here. So I think one of the things people like to know is how did you come to Baldwin County?
I actually moved here from college. Finished up with college and moved here for the job. I got a job working as an athletic trainer at a local PT clinic and worked there in the mornings, worked at a local high school in the afternoons. So that's how I came to Baldwin County. And then Guadalupe worked over at Hurlburt Field.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. And then you talked to us about the location and that you're in Foley, you're in the Landmark building,
Mm-hmm.
which if you drive too quick, you might miss their sign. So pay attention to the Landmark building when you're in Foley. So one of the other things is, why did you choose Foley? What made you sit around Foley as your location for your business?
It was a good central location for both Guadalupe and I. She lives in Magnolia Springs. I live in Alberta, so it was just a good central location. Foley's growing, so we thought it would be a good place.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then you just said it's growing. Foley in particular, I know they're adding, I think it's an elementary school or something like that down there. So with the growth of Baldwin County, is there anything that excites you or maybe doesn't excite you with the people coming in and stuff like that?
Yeah, I mean, it is exciting because with more people, there comes different perspectives, different outlooks, different ideas. But then again, with more people coming comes different perspectives, different outlooks, different ideas.
Right.
Yeah. So.
Okay. Do you think it's going to affect the community as far as the different, like we have a culture down here in the South of politeness and different things like that. Do you think that's going to impact the community?
I would hope not.
Yeah.
I would hope not, because there's a lot of great, small communities in Baldwin County that still have that hometown feel.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, and I think for a lot of us, that's what we hope we don't lose, and it's the hometown feel. And I've been all over the world, and I still want to come back here and live in Baldwin County.
Right.
So I think we have something special here.
Mm-hmm.
What is the hardest part of running an organization for you?
Well, I think for both Guadalupe and I, it's just that daily grind. Getting in and you got to put your game face on every day. You're going to go from the highest of highs to the lowest of lows like that.
Right.
And you just got to keep pushing through. You got to stay positive. You got to see the end. Like, you got to see that light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah, and so, why did you choose your career? What made you go into the massage therapy field? And then further, what made you say, not only do I want to do it, but I want to run a business. I want to own, be a small business owner.
Yeah. For me, my background is in athletic training, so the two just kind of worked hand in hand. It was an easy transition. I actually looked at doing massage therapy years ago and never pursued it. Went into sales because I thought that's what I wanted.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So, but for Guadalupe, she has family members who have been in the massage business. And for her, it was, she was just looking for a change. She kind of felt like it was a calling.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
okay.
she was looking
and
for
a lot
change.
of the time for the small business owners, that is, you get that instinct. Like,
right. And so, I mean, as far as wanting to open up our own business, I knew I didn't want to work for wanted something that was mine, that was tangible, that like I've done this, I've grown this, and
Right.
Guadalupe felt the same way.
So then let me ask you this. After a year, do you still feel that same way? Or is it,
We do.
you know?
We do. I wouldn't want to go work for anybody else. I like being my own boss, having the flexibility, being able to make the decisions that I think are best and that we think are best. So yeah, I wouldn't want to work for anybody else.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And then, so I see you have your name tag on and you have your name, but it also says ATC and LMT. So tell me a little bit about what that means. What does ATC and LMT mean?
So the ATC is Certified Athletic Trainer. Again, that's my background.
Right, which is pretty cool,
yeah.
which is awesome.
Yeah. And then LMT is Licensed Massage Therapist.
Okay.
So
that means you are trained to do your job.
Right.
So there are, and I've heard you talk about it in the CBN, the Central Baldwin Networking group that we're a part of. I've heard you talk about it before, but like just getting a massage somewhere, you can go to the mall, you can go to these different places and get a massage, right? So what separates what you do versus that?
Well, we specialize in sports and orthopedic massage, medical massage. A lot of people don't realize there are different massage modalities.
Right.
There's a difference between getting just a Swedish relaxation massage versus a therapeutic medical massage. So I think for us, the biggest part is just education.
Right.
Educating people on the benefits of massage, and don't just think of massage in the relaxation standpoint.
Correct. I mean, it does work for relaxation. Don't get me wrong, but medically, there are a lot of benefits to just getting a good massage. And then also, one time when we did in our group, we have everybody gets a chance to talk, get up and do a speech and stuff, and talk about their business. And they actually had a guest on, and they were working on a massage, and they were showing how the foot was crooked, and then once they were done, the foot was a little more straight, and I thought that was amazing. I mean, just and it was 5 minutes of working on that person.
Right.
Can you explain kind of what happened there?
Yeah. So it all goes back to structural integration, which is part of what we include in massage. We take the patients, we assess them structurally to make sure that everything moves the way it's supposed to.
Got it.
And sometimes things get out of place. Sometimes they're not moving the way they need to. If joints can't move, muscles can't move, and vice versa. So you want to make sure that you're freeing up any issues. You're correcting any issues kind of as you go. And specifically with the foot, especially on the right foot, when people drive, they tend to lay the foot out sideways. And so you kind of create a muscle memory. And
you're gonna have me looking at my foot now when I'm driving.
Right. So you can create a fixated fibular head, and it's an easy correction. Brings that foot back to neutral, and then you just remind yourself when you drive.
See, that's why there is a difference between just getting a relaxation massage and what Stacey and Guadalupe do. So I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So kind of back to the business side of things, was there any discouraging moments that you may have had so far? In your first year is typically the toughest year. I can tell you from experience. That's when you're learning the most. That's when you're growing the most, and you're kind of figuring out what direction you want to take the business. Have you had any hurdles or anything that has really discouraged you or Guadalupe in your first year?
I think you have to learn real quick not to take things personally.
Okay. Yeah. Absolutely.
I mean, when it comes down to it, it is business. So you can't take things personally, especially in massage therapy or any kind of service industry, and even with what you do. It may not be a good fit for you and your
I've learned.
client.
I've learned that's a hard way. That there are clients that you are just not going to be able to take care of or do exactly what they want.
Right. You're not gonna G-haul together.
That's right. That's right. Okay, so let's talk about some of the marketing and stuff that you do. So I think these people would like to know, what type of a platform do you use, such as social media, billboards? Do you do any, I mean, flyers? There's so many different creative ways to market yourself these days. So what do you prefer?
Yeah, so Guadalupe is our social media genius. I will just throw that out there. I'm not good with that. Yeah, it's Facebook. We have, of course, our website. It's you go to coastalmassagetherapies.com. So, but Facebook, Instagram, and then when we first started, we were going out and had some little rack cards we were giving out. And then of course we're part of the Central Baldwin Networking group. Tuesday mornings, great group. And then we're also a part of a marketing group in Foley. We meet every other Wednesday.
So what's the name of that group?
It's the Foley Business Networking.
Foley Business Networking. So check that out. Central Baldwin Networking, which meets at Loxley Church of God at 8 o'clock on Tuesdays, and then Foley Business Networking, which
every other Wednesday at the bowling alley in Foley. And
nice. Bowling, and that's kind of cool. That puts a social aspect. I know some of us actually talk more than just at the meetings, which adds a social aspect to the networking that we do, which is cool, which is beneficial. And I know it's a referral organization, so I have gotten business, you have gotten business. I think we all kind of take care of each other, so it's really cool.
And that's what it's about, and we've gone and we've beat the bushes, we cold calling at places.
Oh my goodness,
introducing
it's
ourselves,
tough, right?
all that. So it definitely helps to start building those personal relationships, because really and truly, like, that's what we want. We want word of mouth referrals, because those are the best kind.
Those are the best kind. And then not only being a part of a network or a group like that, you kind of are in the same boat as everybody else in the group. You're sitting there, and you have the same problems, but you can talk to somebody about them. You can relate to them about, the same issues. You're not alone. So it is kind of cool. What other, so personally, you and Guadalupe, I know you do a lot with the business, but are there any other organizations or community things that you guys take part in or anything like that?
We're chamber members.
Okay, awesome. So, and that's the South Baldwin?
They're in Foley.
Okay. So South Baldwin Chamber. Shout out to the South Baldwin Chamber. So, okay.
So we're chamber members, and then we try to find little community events to do, volunteer for. We try to participate in different races.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
And then Guadalupe was Air Force, correct?
Yes.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes.
So not only that,
veteran owned.
Veteran owned. That's right. Supporting the community. You chose, South Baldwin and Foley to, because you like living in Baldwin County, right? So I mean, that's important. Local business sustains this community.
It is.
It's very important.
Yeah, and that's I think part of being a small business owner. I mean, you're vested.
Yeah.
You are vested in your patients, your clients, however you refer to them. Like, you're vested in their lives, in their interests, everything. Like, it makes a huge difference.
And I think that's why the local businesses are going to take it so much harder when somebody is upset, because I mean, we kind of know each other, and your name and your word around here means so much.
It does.
So we do, we try not to take it personally, but it's tough. Yeah, it's tough. It's hard. Okay. So with that being said, how do you deal with pressure situations? Like, what would be a pressure situation in massage therapy, or even just running an organization that you've dealt with?
Right. Well, I think a lot of what small business owners deal with are bad reviews.
Yeah. Okay.
Bad Facebook reviews, bad Google reviews.
I've had them.
Right.
Yeah. And it's, once they're there, there's really nothing you can do about it.
Right. And it may not be the full and complete story.
There you go.
So you try to form your response as carefully as possible, as politely as possible.
Yeah. And that's another one of those things.
Right.
You don't want to take it personally,
right.
but
it's out there.
It is.
It's out
and
there.
You care. If you care about your business, you are going to care about the reviews.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just
one
of those things.
we pray a lot. We try to the days that we're together, Guadalupe and I are in the office together. We try to do daily devotionals together, and
that's great. Perfect. Well, and our next week our guest is the pastor at Loxley Church, and so I can relate completely about the daily devotionals and praying. And just things like, for me, it's getting up and being able to get up early and have a routine and kind of meditate, pray, read the Bible, things like that. That if I don't do that, it makes it tough. Throughout the rest of the day. Like those are some of the things. So, what makes you stand out as a business? I mean, what do you think that separates you from the rest of the crowd?
Right. I mean, again, we do specialize in sports, orthopedic massage, medical massage, and we are vested in our patients' lives. It's not just about them coming in just to get a massage. That random massage that everybody signs up for.
Right, and it's
not about that.
It's not a revolving. You're
right.
not trying to get as many in and as many out
right.
as you can, right?
Yeah.
I mean, ultimately, yes, that's great for growth.
Yeah.
But the relationship is more important.
That and getting to know your patient, getting to know their daily life, getting to know about them, because that's going to help you in the massage.
Yeah.
Like that's going to help you to know what their habits are. So you know what patterns are being created.
Okay.
So
is that something that you talk to them about?
Oh,
if you do figure out,
right.
Hey, they're doing this, or
right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
We try to do an assessment on every single patient that comes in.
Okay.
And so that, like I said, that way it tells us where we need to concentrate on. Tells us things that the body may already be patterns that already may be set up in the body that need to be corrected.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So, when a customer is looking for a massage, right? You're going to Google and they're going to see all these different places, but what should a customer that's looking for a massage, what should they look for?
Number one, a license. That's the most important.
Right. Yeah.
A license.
Yeah. Okay.
But then also knowledge and understanding.
Okay.
The body is a very intricate machine.
Is there a wrong way to do a massage?
Yes.
Okay. And okay, so you can do some damage.
Right.
If you're not.
Can.
Okay.
You can do more harm than good if you don't know what you're doing.
Got it.
For massage purposes, every time you lay hands on a patient, it should be with purpose and intent.
Nice.
So yes, look for knowledge, look for understanding. The licensed massage therapist needs to be very knowledgeable about the body and how it works, and understand how everything fits together and how everything affects everything
It's
else.
an alignment thing, right?
It is.
Okay. Because it's all tied. I mean, I
Right.
know just from listening to you guys speak
Yeah.
about it, and you're passionate about it,
Yeah.
but everything's kind of connected.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Now, what are the things that make you feel good about what you do, your job?
Yeah. Well, I think Guadalupe and I both went into it, like I said, just passionate about it, but I mean, just helping people. That's all a part of the service industry, is helping people. But this is our baby. We've built it from the ground up. We've nurtured it, continuing to nurture it. So I think it's something that we're building that we feel like is going to have an impact on the community, an impact on the people who live in the community. And I mean, if we can help somebody to live a better quality of life, live a healthier life, I mean, we've done our job. What more can we ask for?
There you go.
Yeah.
So we're getting close to the end of this. So now this part is going to be more about Miss Stacey here. So just so people can, the intent and purpose of this show is to make sure that people know who's running the businesses around here. I think it helps the community to see who you are. So some of these are simple questions. All right.
Yeah.
So, and this is how we're going to end it. It's going to be some rapid fire, and then I'm going to ask you. We had one comment from a viewer, and I'll ask you that, and we'll wrap it up. So, for you, your favorite business book or reading material, what would that be?
Well, I thought about it. I have a 3-year-old, so I kind of wondered if The Very Hungry Caterpillar would count as a business book.
Yeah, absolutely, right?
But,
the business of being a mom is
right,
hectic, right? Being a parent,
yeah.
especially with a 3-year-old, and running a small business, that's tough.
I do have a favorite, well, I don't say favorite book. I do have a book I've always enjoyed, and it's the book Who Moved My Cheese.
Okay.
Yes. Yes, him and Haw.
Perfect.
And
Yes.
I think is it Sniff and Scurry.
Yeah.
I think,
yeah. Perfect. Who Moved My Cheese is a
Right.
classic in the business world.
Yeah.
Okay, so favorite CEO or leader that you?
I mean, I go back to my parents.
Okay.
I know they're CEOs in my world.
There you go. Yeah, they are.
Right.
Running a household is,
Right.
you know.
Well, and I mean, I had such great parents growing up, and they're still great parents. And I mean, I'm 39 years old today.
Yeah.
And
Oh, happy birthday! See, I didn't even. That was not planned. I assure you, that was not planned.
Yeah,
Happy
but
birthday!
thank you. But
Wow.
my parents are still who I look to for advice. Like, they're still my voice of reason.
Yeah.
You know, so
Okay.
for me, if I don't know, I'm simple. If I can't get it from them, then I probably don't need it.
There you go. All right. So one of the things about being in the South, and especially living in Baldwin County, okay, I'm not gonna ask you Alabama or Auburn because I quickly found out that
Oh, yeah.
not everybody just loves Alabama or Auburn.
Yeah.
Okay. So what is your? Do you have a college team?
It would be Auburn because I went to Auburn.
Okay. Did you?
I did.
That I did
I
not
did.
know that either.
Yeah,
I
I
would
went
have had
to
her wrong.
Auburn.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No,
You would have
okay.
been at the bottom
Yeah,
of the list.
there you go. Awesome. Okay, and then hobby. What do you do as a hobby?
Take care of a 3-year-old.
I mean, that is a full-time job.
Yeah, I mean, just between work and everything else. I mean, that I'm very, very blessed to have my mother-in-law take care of him. She watches him every day.
Perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm very blessed on that end. But yeah, I mean, whenever I get home, I've been away from him most of the day, so I just want to play with my 3-year-old, just hang out with my 3-year-old.
There you go. There's nothing better than that.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna take a look at the viewer question we got in, and it was how many types and how many are therapeutic for massages are there?
Yes, so there are tons of different massage modalities. I mean, you've got Swedish, deep tissue, neuromuscular, medical, orthopedic. There's cupping, there's hot stone. There's so many different types of modalities of massage, and they are all beneficial in their own right.
Right, as long as they're done correctly.
Exactly. Again, that's what I was about to say. But again, find somebody who knows what they're doing, because you can hurt people. You can do damage.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome, Stacey. Thank you so much for
Yes,
coming on, being the
thank
first
you.
guest. I know there's
Thank
going to
you.
be, when we sit back and watch this, there's
We're
going
gonna
to
go.
be,
Oh my gosh.
Right.
We didn't know what we were doing.
There you go. Yeah. And hopefully the goal is to get better as we go.
Mhm.
And I'm sure it'll circle back around, and you're always welcome to come in and talk to us. She's a blessing in our group. She does so much for our group in Central Baldwin Networking. So if you don't know Stacey and Guadalupe, get to know them
Come
in the
see us.
Landmark building in
Mhm.
Foley. And a massage, it can do you a lot of good. So and these are the people you want to go to when you get that massage. So thanks for joining us today. Check us out on Facebook, the 251 Connection. Also check out the website, and I failed to mention they have a blog. It's very important. So as a part of the show too, the people that are coming on are going to do a blog. So go check out their blog.
Mhm.
It talks about why getting a massage is important and why massage therapy and different things like that. So, and it kind of gives you, it exposes you a little bit more to Stacey and Guadalupe and their character and humor. So thank you, and check us out, 251connection.com. Check us out on Facebook, follow us, and we'll continue to do good things. Thanks,
All right.
Stacey.
Thanks, Chris.
I said, good job. Tommy somebody.